What's up? How we doing, Josh? Hope you're having a good Wednesday morning so far.
There's a greaser.
Alright, let's get some of the flight planning stuff out of the way here. Alright. Oh, I forgot to set up the flight in Project Fly. That would probably help. Robo Prod Aviation, thanks for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for popping in to say hello. Got us right at the beginning of the stream. Just trying to get some flight stuff set up. Should have already had all this done, but oops. I haven't taken this plane out in a while. It's been a while since I've flown this. Alright, let's get all this set up. Alright. Alright, we're flying on there now. Ah, the PC12, gotta love it. Appreciate it, yeah. I haven't flown this plane in a while. And sorry, I just saw your message. I'm trying to get some stuff set up. I usually have all this stuff already set up, but right now I'm kind of falling a little bit behind. But yeah, love the PC12. Been lucky enough to fly number 2 in this one time, but a friend of mine, fellow streamer. And I have a love for this plane. It's a great plane. It was a lot of fun, and it's not bad on X-Plane. It's a decent plane. I have the PC-12 with the reality pack in it, which helps out with the plane. As a friend of mine once said, it gets to be about 70% of what the real plane is. So, but it's a pretty good plane. I almost did the King Air 350 tonight from was it Airfoil Labs, or I can't remember it off the top of my head right this second. Let's see here. Let me make sure. Let me get some stuff set up, because I am lagging. I actually wanted to have all this done, but I'm slacking tonight. Alright, got that done. Our flight plan is in there now. I just need to put in here. But yeah, I love this plane. It's a cool plane. It's a cool plane. We'll get some of it set up, and then we will get in the air. We're going to go Padres 2. I've taken this so many times. Load. I wish there was a way to enter airways on here. I know I can do it on my the Phenom 300, but I cannot do it in here, which is kind of frustrating. I don't have any airways, I'm just saying in general. Hope y'all having a good day. Thanks for making my stream part of your day. It's much appreciated as always. Glad to be. It's been a couple days. Come on, get your stuff ready. It's been a couple days since I've streamed. I haven't streamed since last Friday. I normally stream on the weekends, but this past weekend I did something I haven't done in a while. I started playing Civilization 6, and I haven't touched that game in a while. It sucked me in. I was done. It was funny. I was like, nope, I'm pretty much gonna be worthless this weekend. So, but doing back to our bread and butter, getting back into the planes. Let me get, I don't have to get this whole thing set up. I can just get most of it set up, and then we can just do the rest of it once we get in the air. I do not believe we have any controllers. I don't think there's anything on the West Coast. Alright, we'll just do that for right now. We'll get the rest of it set up. Let's get the rest of it set up when we get in flight. Alright, let's double check. Make sure we got nope. We're on Unicom. Dude, I love Civilization 6. I forgot how much fun it is, man. I kid you not. I probably played 14 hours of it this weekend. Maybe longer. I mean, I played it for like 6-7 hours on Saturday, and I played it for like 10 hours on Sunday. I was done. I was done. A little unlike me. Usually I don't get sucked in like that, but... we were done. Let's get all situated in here, and we'll get in the air. So we're going to Monterey. I have flown out of here one time with Finn. Finn, we did a takeoff. We did a joint flight together one time out of there. But, oh, wrong button. I want it on. There we go. Stand on. San Diego traffic, DCM 1610, type PC12. At the GA terminal, we're going to be taking Juliet to Charlie 2 for runway 27 north departure, San Diego. Alright. Park and brake off. Let's roll. So how's your day going so far, Josh? How's your morning going on so far? Almost 10 o'clock in your time. Hope everything is well as always. Sorry I haven't been online the last few days. Just kind of taking a few days away. And last night I had to work. I had to work late, which was not fun. I didn't get home till about 8:30 my time in the evening, and that doesn't happen very often. But unfortunately, it was one of the nights. On Mondays, we're really short-handed for our PM ops. So they have basically voluntold several of us that some of us have to come in on a rotation schedule. Yeah, I wasn't really too thrilled about that. Alright, flaps 1. So that's what my Monday evening was. It was not a lot of fun. Not a lot of fun, but gotta do what pays the bills, my friend. Gotta do what pays the bills. Morning is good so far. Just getting going with work. Could use another coffee. How's your evening? So far, pretty good. Had dinner. This is actually about the normal time. If I was going to start streaming, I probably shouldn't have gone across the taxiway like that, but I'm doing it anyway. So you know, my morning or my evening's been pretty good so far. Just trying to decompress from the day, man. Today wasn't too bad. Finally got a haircut. Thank God. My head was looking like a mop. San Diego traffic. DCM 1610 is taking runway 27 at Charlie 2 north departure, San Diego. All right, we got flaps 1. Landing lights on. Put our strobes on. Oh man, it sucks. We gotta pay the bills. I hate it. Oh, trust me, I do hate it too. I was able to, it's kind of weird. So I got down my route pretty early, but I was able to come home for a little while and eat dinner, and then I had to go back to work, which sucks because it's about a 20-minute drive to and from, which is kind of a bummer. But it's like whatever, you know. I didn't want to stick around the office and with nothing to do. And, like, screw it, I just want to go home for a little while. San Diego Traffic.com 1610 is on the roll, runway 27, San Diego. So do a little flight here, and then after we get done with this, we might maybe do a return flight in a different plane, maybe to fire up the King Air. Get off the ground, baby. Positive rate gear up. San Diego Traffic.com 1610 clear of runway 27 north departure, San Diego. Flight director's on. We'll turn the yaw damper on. Autopilot on. Well, not yet. Nav mode. And we're good to go. Whoa, hello, wind. Nice to see you too. Yeah, it's been a while since I've flown this plane. I honestly don't remember the last time I've flown it. It's been a while. So, yeah, it's kind of nice to be back in this plane. I really do enjoy this plane. I think it's a really cool plane. It's one of my faves. I mean, I don't really have, I guess every plane that I have, oh, God, come on, let's get this done. Every plane in my inventory is, you know, some I like more than others. This one, I've had, like I said, I've had the actual experience of being in it and at the controls for a little bit, which is, I guess, why it's kind of close to my heart. Oh, I guess I should turn on the altitude for the transponder. That would probably be helpful. So we're going up to flight level 240. It's about an hour and a half flight, roughly, give or take. So we're going to go up the west coast. And we're going to go to Kilo Mike Romeo Yankee. Kilo Mike Romeo. And if I can do this correctly, Yankee. Monterey Regional. Done. Alright. Heading to our first waypoint, Winfield, and then we will be making our way up the west coast. One of the things I love about flying on the west coast, I have all the Orbic sceneries on the west, on this side. Just looks good to me, man. It just looks good. I'm all about the good sceneries. Had a great flight into Boston the other night with the freeware scenery that I downloaded from a friend of mine who told me about it. And I really liked it. It looked good. It looked really, really good. Thought about doing a flight out of it tonight, but there's kind of some storms in the area, and I didn't really want to. I just wanted to stay clear of all that stuff. I was thinking about doing a flight out of Jacksonville, or I'm sorry, not Jacksonville, south of part of Florida, near Miami, but they're just getting hammered right now with weather. So I was like, all right, we're just gonna do this instead. So. Lights off. What am I doing wrong? I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I think everything's fine, right? I think. I always kind of forget on what to turn off and on up here sometimes. No, not that. These are fine. I think these are all fine. I'm just probably overthinking it. We're not going to overthink it. So, no, yep, nothing so far. Nothing on the entire West Coast, which is kind of a bummer. Hey, V1, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday evening. How are we doing today, buddy? Well, the house cat decided to make an appearance. Right here below my feet. You can't see him. I was doing a flight last Friday, and I was getting ready to land into Boston. He's like rubbing up against my leg on the pedals. I'm like, hey, stop doing that. I think there are a few storms in my area right now. I need to keep an eye out. Hopefully that's not going to affect me as far as power or anything like that. Let me take a look at our radar in this area. It was a hot day where I'm at, though. It was hot. It was like 96 with a heat index of like 104. It sucked. It was not fun working out in that all day. Yeah, I got a couple pop-up showers in our area. Nothing major. Nothing I'm really going to worry about. There's one little cell we might get a piece of it. I don't want later, I want past. Give me the past radar, damn it. Oh, this radar's awful. Alright, forget it. You're done. Not going to pay attention to you anymore. The bad thing is if it's like thunderstorming in my area, I'm probably not going to hear it with this headset on. I can barely hear anything around me. Don't worry, V1, we'll still be here. I don't know why it makes that tapping noise. I don't know why it does that. Oh, there he goes. He's leaving now. He's scared about something. So either some weather's coming here or something. He ain't liking something. He is scared. Right, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab me. Well, actually, I got a drink. Never mind. I got a drink. God, brain's fried. I can't remember there's a drink beside me. Alright, about to hit the flight levels here. And now the cat's back. Make up your mind, buddy. Transition altitude, alright, 29er2. That is Monterey. Kilo Mike Romeo Yankee is Monterey. It's on just south of, let's see. It's roughly about 80 miles southeast of San Francisco, or southeast, something like that, of San Francisco. So it's not that far away. Yes, ma'am. Oh, is it? That didn't even show up on radar. Now I know why the cat's in here. It's pouring down rain outside. It just... Oh, great. Yep, it's summertime. It's officially now summertime here because now we're getting pop-up showers within like 2 minutes, and it just starts downpouring. Have a cookie? Wow, it is absolutely dumping over here. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, was huddled over here with me a minute ago. Now he's huddling. You walked out, you huddled to you instantly. Dude, we've gotten like 8 inches of rain in the last couple weeks here, so we're getting a ton more rain right now. If I could show it to you, it is absolutely just dumping over here. Well, my PC setup is looking good on one side, but the money side it is not. That is one problem with PCs. Yeah, the new setups. The money side is usually the predominant side. Usually the predominant side. The expensive side, too. Hope you get it set up, man. That'd be awesome. I'm kind of glad I got mine when I did before it was tough to really find a lot of computer components and everything. Ordered mine. COVID really hadn't started yet. But hey guys, give me a second. I'll be right back. I gotta check something. Oh, that's really bad. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta look at something. That's some really bad weather in our area now. I don't think so. I didn't get a warning or anything. Sorry, guys. We just got hit with an absolute horrible thunderstorm. Hail and everything. Windy. It is brutal. Let me check a few radars real quick to see what's going on. Yeah, it's showing up on 4Flight on my phone. I hope not, but if I abruptly cut this thing off, we might be. I don't think we're. Looks like we might have missed or gotten through the worst of it, because look at this. Yeah, we got some hail and all kinds of stuff on that real quick. It wasn't very long, but that was definitely nerve-wracking. Looks like it's just regular rain now, so, I mean, I couldn't even see out my window, guys. It was that bad. He wants out. My girlfriend's trying to hold the cat because he hates thunderstorms. He starts to lose his shit. Hopefully my car didn't get all dinged up too bad. I'm not gonna lie, I got a pretty nice car, and I hate to, I hope the hail didn't do too much damage to it. Hope no limbs or anything did any damage to it, but luckily nothing seems to. I mean, I couldn't see like 15, 20 feet out of our window. That's how bad it was. That was brutal. It's just heavy rain now. I can deal with that, but a minute ago, that was not fun. That was a little scary. That was a little scary. All right. It's been a fun evening so far. That was crazy. All right. It's just again, it's just heavy rain now, so we should be fine. Should be fine. All right, let's think about our procedures going into Monterey. We're just going to go straight into runway 28. About 6,500 as of right now. Oh, good God. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me catch up on your. I'm sorry, I missed a couple of what you're saying here. Well, my PC. Like I got that PC settings looking good on one side, but the money side of it. I'm getting a custom desk, and it's like over $2,000. So I removed some things. It's about 6,500 as of right now. Wow, that's yeah, that's pretty. That's a little up there. But if I buy the GPU off eBay or something, it's gonna be like 7,300. Yeah, that's very true. Because everything on eBay right now is just prices are through the roof. They are through the roof. Again, I sold my. I had a 2060 Super that I bought almost 2 years ago now, and I sold it on eBay about 6 months ago, and I made nearly 100% profit. I bought it for 4, I sold it for 7. Tells you where the market is right now. Someone said the market is going to be back to normal soonish. Yeah, I kind of hope it does. I mean, I'm sitting on about $400 or $500 right now in my old computer. I've got an RX 580 8 gig that I could sell and probably get $400 or $500 right now, but I'm holding on. But part of me wants to hold on to it in case something happens to my 3070. I was kind of nerve-wracking. I was getting a little nervous. Because that doesn't happen very often. Sorry, my girlfriend's coming in here, so we're still talking about the rain that just rolled through. Well, the rain's fine. I can deal with rain. It's when you can't see 20 feet out the window that's a problem. Are you cold now? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry if it's warm. Yeah, this thing cranks out a ton of heat. Oh, yeah, speaking of stuff happening to a GPU, people say eBay GPUs die or have issues. I hope not. I don't have all the money right now anyway, so I'm hoping then it'll be fine. That's very true. Yeah, I hear you. You know, I mean, hopefully people selling on eBays are not... I mean, I'm sure you got people who are going to sell you a not-so-quality product. When I sold mine, I took pretty good care of it. You know, I wanted to make sure it went to a good home. I mean, I put it on eBay, it sold within 5 minutes. I put it as a buy it now for $700, it sold within 5 minutes. I'd never seen that before. It was crazy how fast that was. It's Okay, well, we're glad we got through that. Maybe you can still hear the thunder in the background. I haven't been that nervous in a storm in a while. That just literally popped up out of nowhere. I looked at the radar before it all happened. All of a sudden, boom, thunderstorm and hail right there. And if I could take the camera, if I could have taken the camera off my computer and shown you, you could not have seen 15 feet out of my window. That's how bad it was. That was nuts. So that was crazy. It's been raining like for 3 days now in Florida. Yeah, there was a lot of rain there's a lot of rain this evening. I was looking at possibly doing a flight out of Florida, and I saw the radars. I was like, nope, not messing with that. Nope. Not doing it. That was a mess. We went about 2 months without really any significant rainfall, and in the last 2.5 weeks, we have gotten probably about 8 inches, and that's not including what's going on right now. Like we have a pond right behind our apartment complex, and I should have taken a picture of it because it was very, very. It was like scary low. Beginning of the summer rain horror. Yeah, I mean, listen, we all can be weathermen right now because we have the same forecast. It's hot, but a chance of rain. I just did the weatherman's forecast. The only thing we need a weather guy right now is if there's a chance of a hurricane or something. Which I live on the coast. Hopefully we won't have anything like that. We're due for a direct hit. We haven't had one since 1989. And I went through our hurricane. It was Hurricane Hugo. I went through that hurricane. We stayed here for it. I vividly remember a lot of it. That's the last time we've had a direct strike where I live, is a direct strike. Like where the eye went, yeah, that's just when the eye went over. Now, we've been sideswiped a few times. We've been sideswiped several times, but not a direct hit where the eye goes right over us. So, or at least that major of a hurricane. I think a few have sideswiped us and a couple, like where the eye might have penetrated where I live, but they were all very low, like not even like level ones. I went out and played in the field in the middle of the eye. Yeah, when Hugo hit here in '89, it was midnight when the eye went over. I was 8 years old, so I remember it very vividly. So we went outside, and you could hear the winds in the background. It was just the the walls of the eye are that bad. Yeah. I mean, I could look up and see like almost clear sky when you're in the eye. It's crazy. But you could hear the winds in the back half of the storm. We got very lucky where I live, and really the city I live in, Charleston, got very lucky that the eye did pass over us, and the eye did not pass south of us. If it passed south of us, I can't imagine how bad the damage would have been. Because where I live in Charleston, the Low Country, so the peninsula of Charleston, like downtown Charleston, is basically on a seawall, and if you get a hard enough rain and it's high tide, it will flood all the time. There's several documented pictures of it all the time. So if Hugo would have passed 15 miles south of the city, I think that city would have been not leveled, but damn near close to it. Luckily, it passed over us, so being on the south side of the storm, we didn't get as bad of conditions as, say, like 20, 30 miles north of us. A lot of those areas got hammered. But I remember going outside during the eye. I remember just kind of taking it all in. And then, right before the eye hit, a tree hit our house. So there was this couple of small trees, and so we stayed at my grandmother's house. That was my dad's mother. So right before the eye hit, there was a loud bang. I was kind of half asleep, starting to fall asleep, and a tree just wham. Now, fortunately, the tree was close enough to our house that it couldn't get a lot of force and go through. It did make the roof leak a little bit, but nothing major. But if that tree would have penetrated the house, it would have landed right where I was sleeping. As I was sleeping on a couch in the living room, it would have just went right on top of me. Luckily, it did not penetrate the house. It just leaned up against it, It still damaged the house slightly, but nothing catastrophic. So then when the eye came over, we all went outside and checked it out. And I remember staying awake for about an hour after the eye went through. We kind of looked at some stuff, and the wind's different directions, and it's moving stuff around and shuffling stuff. And we had this old shed in the backyard that was just getting tossed around like it was a towel. But other than that, I went to sleep probably around 2 in the morning. And I woke up the next morning, and we didn't have power for, I think, 2 weeks. Luckily, we had plenty of supplies. You know, we had water. But it took a good it probably took a good 10 days. I don't really remember specifically the timeline, but it was probably about 10 days. 10 days to 2 weeks before we got power back. Luckily, where we lived, it was not a lot of damage. A lot of trees down, but nothing as bad as some other places got it. Sorry, let me hit the mic there. So that's my hurricane story. We used mattresses to act like we were in an airplane first class, and we started making ramen. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, Florida had a bad run, man, where it seemed like every time they were just getting direct hits left and right. Middle 2000s and everything like that, and even recently, I think it's. Yeah, those are the things you do. And I don't really remember those are the things you do in hurricanes. I don't really remember specifically what I was doing. I think I was the only child in the house. Let's see here. My cousin, none of our cousins were with us. It was just me. It was me. Let's see. It was my family. My mom, my dad, me, and I think my dad's mom, my grandmother. I think that was it. I think it was just us four. We didn't have anybody else. Everybody else was kind of doing their own thing. I don't really remember what I was doing. I was probably just kind of taking in what the hell we were doing, what was going on. That was probably all I was doing. Just kind of looking around saying, what's all this about? I should have just passed LAX here a minute ago. It's way back here now. It was definitely an experience, though, man. It was crazy. I'll never forget it. You know, anytime a hurricane comes close here, it's like, if it's not like a level 3 or higher, I'm like, meh. It's like almost no sweat now. I don't even sweat it. I don't remember the one we had. One that was they were forecasting to hit here. It was going to be a strong Cat 4, I believe, and we kept an eye on it pretty hard to make sure it wasn't going to come towards us. Luckily, it never did. And then there was another time. So my girlfriend, who was born in Virginia, but she was pretty much raised in New York. Her mother moved down here, like 4 or 5 years ago. And the first time we were about to get sideswiped, they were like, hey, we got to leave. And I'm like, it's nothing. We're going to be fine. No, we got to leave. I'm like, it's going to be nothing. We're leaving. I'm like, all right, I'll go with you. Ended up really not getting anything. We lost power, I think, for a day, here, but we were gone. But I got us up early to come home. And, before the sun came up, I was like, why are we leaving so early? I said, you don't realize how many people are coming back to the city. We don't want to be stuck on the interstate all day. So we had a 3-hour drive, and I think we left at 6 in the morning and got back here around 9:30, 10 o'clock, and we beat all the rush of people trying to get back. Hurricanes are definitely nothing to really, you take lightly. I probably take them a little bit more lightly than I should. But just deal with it. If you live on the coast, this is one of the things if you live in the Midwest, you're going to deal with tornadoes. If you live on the coast, you're going to deal with hurricanes. If you live on the West Coast, you're going to deal with earthquakes and fires, wildfires. It's just Florida. I mean, it's understandable why Florida takes them so. I mean, I guess I don't think that's a good thing because Florida gets hit so many times. But then again, if it's only it's probably the same thing I just said. If it's not like a Category 3 or higher, it's probably meh, whatever. Which is not necessarily the attitude to take. What's up? Ow. That's true. My girlfriend just said if it's a category 3, what did you say, 3 or lower? 2 or 3, depends on which way it's coming from or where it's going, yeah. Yeah. Not when it hit here. I think it was like a 2. Yeah, it was kind of close, but it really wasn't. It was like a 1 or 2, but it was off the coast. Yeah, we only got like an edge of it. Yeah, so let's see. Someone went out on a boat during. That's just nuts. People in the Keys were chilling during Irma. Yeah, that's insane. I'm sorry. That's just nuts. You're gonna go on a boat. That's where natural selection comes in. If you're really dumb enough to go out in a boat in the middle of a hurricane, I'm not saying something should happen to you, but so the last time, what was the hurricane we got sideswiped? What was it? The one recently we were talking about? Was it? I don't remember the name of it either. So the last time we got sideswiped. Well, that guy wasn't found again. Yeah. Well, I feel bad for that guy, but at the same time, not exactly the smartest thing to do. So the last time we got sideswiped, we did not leave for it. We stayed here, and it got pretty dark, and the winds kind of kicked up, but nothing major. The weird thing about it is we didn't lose power for more than like 5 minutes total, which is insane. We had friends that live like 2 miles from us. They lost power for 2 days. It flickered on and off a few times. I was playing on the computer, just messing around while it was storming. And a couple times the power went out and everything. What's going on, Finn? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, we got sideswiped. We barely lost power, which is like nuts. Everyone, there was grid everywhere, like a mile from us. Power out for 2 days. Us, 2 minutes. Just got lucky. Let's see. It finally stopped raining. That was a nasty ass storm. That was bad. Finn, you just got your braces off. Good for you, buddy. One of the things I've never been fortunate to have to do. Probably should have because my lower teeth are kind of messed up. But whatever. And I'm going to celebrate by flying southwest. Where are you going from, Finn? As always, thanks for popping in and saying hello. There's a nice little setup going on right here. Love this. It's a great setup. The whole gang has now arrived. It has arrived. That's awesome. Glad you guys could come in and hang out with me for a little while. I'm sorry I haven't streamed since Friday. That was not necessarily the plan. Albuquerque to San Diego, New Mexico 1 livery. Cool. That's awesome. I just took off at San Diego, as you can tell in the name of the stream. Well, downtown floods if somebody sneezes, though. I mean, that's true. Yeah, they're screwed. I'm just hoping I'm hoping some of that hail didn't like mess up our cars. Once I land, I might take a look at real quick to make sure. So we just had a really bad thunderstorm roll through literally at the beginning of the stream. I'm sitting here chilling out, and all of a sudden I look outside and I can't even see more than 10 feet out. We had hail and just. Well, yeah, that was the first warning. Was the cat came in here all hunched over and freaking out. I know he's scared, and I was like, okay, is there a storm around? Because I can't hear anything on my headset. And then I look outside. You come walking. I look outside, and I'm like, holy hell, I can't see more than 10 feet. It was pretty intense. It was really intense. I had some hail, and I haven't seen hail in a while. Oh, also when I made the .com livery, I thought it was a charter service, not FlightPlan or FlightPlan.com. Yeah, it's just a it's not a flight service. It's just the call sign. I gotta jump back on some work calls, so I'll mute for a bit, but I'll leave the stream on back soon. All right, Josh. Hopefully those calls go well. Hopefully they go quick. You work. Finn, you're 15, man. You don't have to worry about work yet. At least that much yet. My girlfriend. I'm going to quote my girlfriend. She just looked at me and she goes, what'd you just say? I just forgot. Oh, yeah, she goes, yeah, shh. Love school, but it is better. That's true. Bills suck. Love school. Oh, we got a while before we need to start descending. Oh, we're still 40 minutes out. What the hell's wrong with me? Ground speed's only 273, so an online school is crap. Yeah, I kind of can see that. I didn't have to do online school. I don't think there was online school when I was in school. Yeah, no, I don't think I could do online school, man. I just no, I don't think I could do virtual school. I think that would really suck. I think that would really, really suck, and I would not like it. I think I would lose my mind. I really do. I don't think I'd be able to handle that. I just get too distracted too fast. I just start losing my mind like elsewhere. Well, you should be wrapping up schools pretty soon, shouldn't you? Or how does y'all school schedule work? Do y'all go year round and take like a couple weeks off and then go right into the next semester or quarter or whatever? June 22nd, they're done? Oh, God, you know what the one things I miss about school? Summer vacation. I miss summer vacation so bad. Summer vacation was the best. 2.5 months of doing whatever the hell you wanted. Didn't have to worry about school or whatever. Oh, man, I miss that. I miss that so much. I didn't think I'd miss school that much, you know, after I graduated and everything. I was like, whatever. And it's like, now the older I get, I'm like, yeah. Wish I'd have enjoyed it a little bit more. So I think I'm going to seriously look at that TBM. I think I might seriously look into getting that. We'll see. I think that's a cool looking plane. Now, down here, normally school year would already be over. But with everyone starting late because of COVID, I think schools are still going on right now. But they will be wrapping up here really soon. I thought you said I will spend 900. I will spend 90 on the 5.7, but not 50 for a TBM. I mean it's not. It's 70. I don't know, man. I got the King Air, and that was 50. That's a cool plane. I like it. It's a lot of fun. As I said in Discord, if the plane if I don't mind buying airplanes that are like $60, $70 as long as the build quality is really good, the textures look great, and if it's like study level, I'm all in it. V1 just donated $5. Appreciate that. That's the first time I've ever had a donation. How about that? I've never even heard that one before. Thanks a lot. Greatly appreciated, V1. I need to actually fix the font on that. I never even know that worked. Yeah, I have donations. I need to actually fix the font on that. That thing looks a mess. I'm gonna have to check that. Yeah, if you go on my main page, there's a section for donations. Yeah, I set it up about a month and a half ago. And as always, what I say, it is they are never required, ever going to be required, but they are greatly appreciated. And Thanks, Ray. Well, that's very nice of you, sir. That's the first time that's happened to me since I've started doing that. That's awesome. I started hearing the music, and I go, what the hell just happened? Wait, did it send my message and the confetti? I don't know if I have any of that stuff like that set up. I haven't really set up all that stuff yet, because I just didn't think about it. I actually have to talk to somebody. I might actually do that when the stream is over. There's somebody who's going to help me set up some bots and stuff for the stream. You know, I'm not the most. Oh, here we are. I found the font. I gotta fix some of this stuff. I don't remember what font I have for certain things. Latest follower. What is that? Yeah, I'm kind of doing some stuff right now as a font size. That's not the one I want to use. Is that it? No, I don't want to use that either. Nope. My stream paused. I hope it didn't pause for everybody. There we go. I'm gonna have to play with the settings on that. Did I pause for everybody else? I hope not. Okay, there. Sure. Okay, cool. Cool. Sorry, I'm trying to play with some settings here and I'm messing stuff up. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Probably should have messed with this later. That's the first time that's ever happened, so I didn't know what to do. I'm like, holy crap. Font selecting would push back approve. Thanks, Finn. I'll be here all week. It's kind of weird because that box is really small, so, you know, if someone's name is rather large, it's really gonna... Nah, it's too small. It's way too small. Ugh, I can't straighten that out. That's gonna bug me. Alright, well, we're just going to leave that right there for right now. That's just the way it's going to stay. Anyway, since the message didn't go through, just... Oh, no, I did see that. I'm sorry. I saw it in, I'm sorry. It didn't show up on the... It shows up on my mini feed. I apologize. It says yeah, you did. You deserve it, Ralph. Smiley face. Use it wisely. Appreciate it, sir. Sorry about that. I guess it didn't show up on the chat part. So I will. I'll eventually get that straightened out. So again, still very new to this stuff, and we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. All right, it's been a good day. Been a good day. Again, thank you, V1. Much appreciated. First time getting that again. I've said it a few times. It's like, wow, all right, cool. What's the ETA to landing? We are estimated time and route is now 32 minutes. So we're going to be landing in roughly about 30 minutes. We're going to start descending here in about 14 minutes. And we'll land and we'll see what's up. You had 6 viewers, maybe donating helps. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to... This costs me about... To do streaming and all the stuff that I use, this costs me around $40-something a month to do. And I don't... It doesn't... That doesn't bother me. I don't care. You know... Again, as I said before, donations are appreciated. They're never required. I would never require anybody to pay for anything. If people want to throw me a few bucks, because of this, I will gladly accept it. But I didn't, get into streaming to make money or anything like that. Yeah, it cost, for some of the stuff that I use and some of the graphics that I use and other stuff, yeah, it cost me about $40 a month. But that's fine. I'm not that worried about it. I don't worry about it. To you, because I have Project Fly, and it's like all other stuff, fees involved, because, if you go to SimAware, you see my name pop up on the streamers list. That's run through a separate site, so that's like $5 a month. Making a very nice setup, so I'm debating if I want to just start streaming. It's really, streaming, I also have my other PC. Well, see, I'm using the single PC, and it works. Getting into streaming is, you gotta think of yourself as this. You're partly an entertainer. I think I can carry a conversation with you guys and speak just kind of in general. I'm a very outgoing person. I don't have a problem making friends anywhere I go. If I want to go, I'm very extrovert. I talk like crazy. That helps a little bit. But, I had when I first started doing it, I was a little nervous, when you start, first few streams I ever did, I didn't really say a whole lot, just kind of like stood there and just, I didn't even have a camera. So, which you don't have to have a camera, I don't mind it. I think it's semi-essential for streaming, because some people actually want to see you, say, oh, there is a face to what is going on. But, I'd follow you. If you wanted to do it, I'd follow you. I just do streaming because, one, I do so many of these flights, and I enjoy X-Plane so much. I enjoy sim flying a lot. But it's kind of nice to actually have conversation with other people while I'm doing it. So I'm hanging out with you guys, and you guys are sending me messages, and I'm responding as best I can. That's the fun part. It helps pass the time on some of these flights. If you don't have anybody watching, whatever. It happens. But, you get, 5, 6, 10, 20 people watching and hanging out with you. You can usually have some great conversations. When you guys come in and watch me and hang out with me, I just want to, take your mind off whatever is going on. You just want to hang out, we have a chat, and we just talk and enjoy the day. Enjoy the evening or morning or whatever your time frame, whatever your time zone is. Just hang out. Let's just chill. This is, I do this to decompress from the day. It's just, after a long day at work, I just, sometimes want to do a flight and hang out with my friends. I just want to do it for fun. I can't even play sports. I hurt my hamstring. Oh, no. Dude, that is not fun, hurting your hamstring. I did that years ago playing baseball. I was pitching. I went to go field a ground ball. I think someone was bunting, so I ran off the mound to field it. And I planted to throw to first, and that hamstring locked up so bad. Now, this was in an adult rec league. It was about 10 years ago, roughly. Yeah. I had to take about a week without playing. And my first game back, and this is no joke, my first at bat back, from taking about a week off, I hit a home run, which is great because I didn't have to do hard running. The second at bat, though, I hit a ball down the right field line into the corner. And, well, I took a week off, and I probably shouldn't have, because what I'm about to tell you is why. Because on my second at bat, when I rounded first to go to second, the hamstring grabbed me again. And I was like, okay, we need to take a couple of weeks off and just see what happens. It wasn't very smart just to take, because, I'm like 30 years old, whatever, I'm going to be fine. And then, I'm just going to take a week, I should be fine. Yeah, I was fine for about a bat and a half. Hit first base, and it grabbed. It sucked, too, because I easily would have had a double. And I basically just hobbled back to the bag, and I looked at the guy running my team, and I was like, you're going to have to get somebody to run, because we're done. We're done today. I've pulled my groin a few times playing goalie in ice hockey. I've actually been pretty lucky in all the injuries playing sports. I haven't had a terrible amount of injuries. Now, I did hurt my pitching elbow one time really badly. Same men's league I was pitching in, I think in 2003, so I was 22. So I'm like 3 years out of high school. Now, I pitched in high school. And, you know, I was really badly out of shape. Just jumping right back into being a pitcher, which was stupid. So, I threw a pitch. Now I'm left-handed. Threw a pitch, and it felt like, you know, like your knuckle pops. You know, you feel like a knuckle in your arm or your hand or whatever pops. I felt that in my elbow. It didn't hurt or nothing. It just felt weird. I was like, wow, that was weird. I threw the next pitch. Everybody heard it pop. And that is some of the most god-awful pain I've ever had in my entire life. It felt like somebody took a nail and just shoved it right up my elbow. Just straight up it. I could not make a throwing motion probably for almost a year. And if I actually would have had to have surgery, I didn't do it because I didn't have, you know, $15,000, $20,000 in a year to recover. Because, I mean, I'm just playing a rec baseball league. But I couldn't make a throwing motion for about a year without pain or discomfort. So I would just play first base, and if I had to throw, I just did the best I can. Okay, we're about 100 miles out, so we're going to be on the ground here pretty quick. But yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. That's about all the extent of injuries I've had playing sports. Playing ice hockey, I've been pretty lucky. You know, I pulled a few muscles, but nothing major. I pulled a groin, tweaked a knee. Golf, I've kind of hurt my elbow a little bit. You know, in 2019, as I'm playing so much golf. I used to be a golf pro back in the early 2000s. I'm going to go shower before landing. Okay, we're going to be on the ground in about 25 minutes or so, give or take, maybe 30. So we'll be here. I broke my toe kicking my friend in the knee on a trampoline. You know, Finn, I've never broken a bone. Never done it. I should knock on wood because, but I've been lucky. I've never broken a bone. I've been very lucky. I mean, I've torn ligaments or in my elbow, and I've pulled muscles or hurt tendons, but never broken a bone. I've been extremely lucky because I've played sports probably most of my life. I'm 40. I played baseball, all the way till about 35, 36. Played ice hockey I played inline hockey in the mid-90s and late 90s. And then ice hockey from like 2007 till about 2017, 2018. I wouldn't mind getting back into playing sports, but it's just I don't want to wrap my entire day around. For me, for a hockey game, that's literally an all-day thing just for one game, because our apartment, I live in a third-floor apartment. I'm not keeping my hockey gear up there. The PC12 is a pickup truck, and the TBM is a sports car. See, that's one reason why I kind of want to get the TBM. And as a friend of mine who is a fellow streamer and a real-world pilot, and I said this in Discord, and I'm going to say it on the stream, he said it's the best GA aircraft in X-Plane from his experience, and he flies a PC-12. So I not to discredit other people's opinions, but I take that opinion very, very highly. I regard that opinion very highly. I love the King Air. That's a fun plane to fly. I really enjoy it. That's a cool twin engine. But I want to get another single-engine GA aircraft. I don't want to limit myself to either a Cessna or the PC-12. Also, to your earlier point, I always enjoy seeing the streaming icon when I go online. Well, this is a lot of fun, and I probably should do it a little bit more often. But again, like I said, the weekends I usually stream a lot. Usually Sunday's my long day. Usually I'll stream 5 hours, maybe 6, maybe 4, but usually in that 5-hour range. And I was telling this to Josh. I said this to Josh earlier, Finn. The reason I didn't stream this weekend, I got sucked into another game I hadn't played in a long time, and I didn't stream it. I was playing Civilization 6. I probably played it 6-7 hours on Saturday, and I played another 10 hours on Sunday. I got totally sucked in, and I was done. I was done. That's why I didn't stream this past weekend. I was just... My thing about streaming is if I don't have the energy to feel like I can put on a good show for my viewers or just anybody popping in, I probably shouldn't do it because, you know, I have a day job. I don't want this to be a job. I want this to be fun. And sometimes I don't feel like I'm up to it, and, you know, all right. I did put a tentative schedule on my page under the schedule tab. There is a tentative schedule. Monday nights usually is the race night. I did not stream last night because, one, I had to work late, and two, it was like a specialty race, and I didn't qualify for it because I didn't win a race, whatever. I was like, I knew I wasn't going to make it anyway because I got to work late. But pretty much the tentative schedule I have so far, and this is always going to shift, is Monday's going to be race night. Wednesday and Friday nights, most likely going to be doing X-Plane. I didn't put anything on the weekends because I don't ever want to tie down the weekend entirely, because there have been times I'm going to be doing other stuff. Usually on the weekends, though, in the evening, if I'm not doing anything, I'm probably going to stream. But that's just what I got going on right now. Oh, we should be getting ready to send here. 3 minutes. It's kind of nice flying this plane again. I haven't flown it in a while. I think the last time I did it was on a Sunday because I was doing a lot of different flights. I think I did the Phenom 300 into Space Coast. I flew this plane from Space Coast to, was it Pompano Beach? And then I can't remember what I did after that. I don't know, since the time we did that flight out of Monterey, I was like, I want to land here. Glad to see that RAM is doing really good for you, buddy, by the way. I was really glad to see that. Happy to see that. Definitely happy to see. I'm glad it's being put to good use because all I was going to do is collect dust here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start descending down to 4,000 now. That was a good flying day. That was a good flying day. We did a lot of flying that day. I like doing streams like that, though, man, where you're doing multiple flights and everything. It's fun. God, man, lately my back has just been rough. Haven't been able to use my radio panel this flight so far, which is kind of a bummer. I do love this thing. This thing is so cool. This thing is so cool. So what's been new for you guys, man? Finn, what's going on with you, man? You just been doing some flying. I saw you were flying. Or was it earlier you were doing some flying or something? I don't know. When I was on Discord, I saw it said you were on X-Plane. Or are you just kind of messing around? Your baseball game is done? Oh, your season's done. What was it? Oh, you're flying your Baron? That's what I thought when you said baseball game, I figured you meant season. That was always the worst day of the year for me, man, when my baseball season was over. I hated that. I hated that. Even when I was playing in my adult leagues, I hated it. It just sucked. I felt crappy. I felt like hell. I was so mad. Do you play any other leagues, or is this just once you're done with high school, you don't play in the summer or any fall leagues? So that's what when I got into high school, I played, varsity, and then I went to summer ball, playing in various leagues, and then I went to just all kinds of stuff. Ball. Huh? Can I go outside for a minute? Like to the car, or were we? Okay. Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I haven't signed up for summer ball yet, just high school. Gotcha. Sorry, my girlfriend was wanted me to see something. So the sky outside looks really wicked with the storms that just rolled through. Looks kind of cool. Alright, 3008 is our altimeter. Done. Glad we chose the longer runway now. 10.7 is that? Oh. Oh, I already had it programmed. How about that? How about that? Which course 278. All right, cool. Yeah, Summer Ball was always a lot of fun when I played it. We did a little bit of traveling, not a whole lot, but a little bit. So we always had a good time. I miss playing like high school ball. It was a lot of fun. I was on a really good team too. We were good. We were really good. So I got an app on my phone that I use for my radios, but now since I have my radio stack, I can use the other apps on my phone. So I actually have a PFD on here, so I might actually start trying to do some landings from this view, and I'll kind of keep an eye on my altitude and my speed through my phone, kind of making it semi of a cockpit feel here. What's the app called? AirTrack. It's I don't know if you can get it on Android, but I have it on Apple. And I believe you have to pay for it. I think it's like $5, and then you download a plugin, and it'll actually connect. So I can control my radios. I can control a lot of stuff through my phone or on my iPad. I do have it on my iPad. And I think the app was like $5. Again, you have to download a plugin, and you have to have your system, your X-Plane running through a Wi-Fi. So, my internet is connected to our Wi-Fi router. So you have to put in your IP address and everything. So it will. I can show it to you real quick. So that's what it looks like. It's kind of cool. So for the longest time, when I was controlling my radios, so you'd see me kind of just type, I would just type it in, and then it hit go. And it works for, the radio part worked for just about every plane I owned. Actually, yeah, it did. It did. It worked for every plane that I owned. Looking at this, I might be too low. It might be too low. We're gonna find out in a minute when I turn left. Oh yeah, we're definitely too low. It's telling me I should have stayed at 6100. I'm looking at the approach plate. Let's go back. Let's climb a little bit. Probably should have looked at the approach plate first. Yeah, it's a pretty nifty app. I mean, I like it. It also can control... It's got an MFD on it. An MCP. I mean, I can control my autopilot with it. I mean, like I said, it's a pretty solid app. I like it. And again, you know, if I can use it on the iPad if I wanted to, but of course I use my ForeFlight. All right, we need to slow down. Going a little too fast. Okay. The throttles. There we go. I was gonna say the throttle wasn't working. That was weird. Just kind of froze on me. Get back on the nav. I hit the turn the navigation off. God, that looks good. Definitely screenshotting that. All right, getting ready to turn inbound here in just a second. About 10 minutes out, roughly, give or take. And the localizer's coming in. So we're going to hold this altitude until we get past this mountain range, and then we'll start descending in. Why am I going so slow? It's like I just stopped paying attention. Josh, I did what you did almost. I stopped paying attention to the what is going on with my throttle? The throttle's acting kind of weird right now. Not really getting the quick responses that I'm used to. Pickup truck. Yeah, it is a pickup truck. 10 of 10 would spell like that again. That's funny. Alright, hopefully we can have a greaser here. Holy crap, there's a plane in front of me. Oh! And I got a Delta flight right behind me. Okay. Alrighty then, I didn't know that. Apparently I just worked my way into a group flight. Wait, where are we going? Monterey traffic, DOCOM 1610, 15 miles out, landing on runway 28 left. Monterey traffic.
Latest traffic, Caravan 5, Yankee Oscar, crossing 26 at Alpha Salinas.
I'm gonna have to keep the speed up because I got a plane right on my tail. What's up? Yeah. I can't see the localizer with the other setup, so. I didn't realize we were right in the middle of several other planes going to be trying to land here as well. Okay, I finally got the runway. I changed runways to favor the wind. And rotate on the opposite. Oops. Rotated on the opposite piano keys. Oops.
Salinas traffic, Caravan 5, Yankee Oscar, entering runway 31, will be departing on a right.
Okay, apparently I'm not supposed to put the gear down yet.
Departure to the east, Salinas.
We may end up having to go around. I didn't realize we were going to be landing in here with a bunch of traffic. I may have to go around. Hey V1, what's up, buddy? So apparently in this airport we're landing at, we're under Unicom conditions, but I sandwiched myself in between two other arrivals. And I'm like 4 miles out from the airport. I don't think I'm going to be able to, I'm probably going to have to go around. So I don't think this guy's going to get off the runway before I touch down. I'm like 2 miles behind him. Well, the problem is I got another plane right behind me, though, too. Actually, he might get out of the way. Hold on. He's on the ground now. Yeah, we're going to sidestep. MontereyTraffic.com 1610. We're going to sidestep to 28 right for incoming traffic, Monterey.
Thank you, .com. Monterey traffic, Delta 40 is 4 miles out, 28 left, full stop, Monterey.
I didn't even realize I was sandwiched in between you guys. Sorry about that.
No, you're all good.
$3,000 feet. Oh, God. Look at this hill, man. That wasn't too bad. It floated pretty bad there for a minute. God, it's a tiny ass. MontereyTraffic.com 1610 clear of 28 right at Kilo holding short for incoming traffic. Monterey. Oh wait, no, I'm good. That was very hilly. Oh, come on, that landing rate can't be right. This is 365. There's no way that was 365. I don't think this thing's 100% accurate all the time. Actually, I could taxi Bravo down, but I'll wait for him to clear, see where the hell he's gone. I don't think those flaps are actually that low. Look at that model. I don't think those flaps actually... Look at that. I could actually hear him. That's kind of cool. Look at that. That don't look right.
Alright, traffic up to 40, clearing Q8 left.
Frontier flight over there. I mean, I felt like that was a pretty good landing. I mean, it says it was 300 feet, which I don't think that was 300 feet. Hey, Chrome Lunch, or Launch, I'm sorry. How are you doing? Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Just landed on the ground in Monterey. We're on the Vatsim network, and we actually were sandwiched in between two arrivals. So luckily we didn't have any problem. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Doing very well. Had a pretty interesting approach there. Was going to try to land on 28 left, but then I realized there was two jets in the pattern or about to land, and so I had to kind of make a little adjustment and land on 28 right, which is a much shorter runway, but still very hilly runway, at least on my stream, or my sim it looks like it is, but we made it on the ground safely, so we're doing pretty good. Monterey traffic, .com 1610, crossing 28 left at Echo. We're taking Foxtrot Alpha to the ramp, Monterey. That was fun. That was a fun little flight. I do love flying these little turboprops. They are such cool little planes. I've had the privilege of being again in one of these in real life, and I really do. I really have a soft spot for this plane, the PC12. I don't know about that landing rate, Finn. It said 312. I don't know about that. I'll watch the replay, but I didn't feel like it was 312. I felt like it was a little bit better than that. The Platus is a Swiss plane. I'm from Switzerland. Awesome. I have a friend who actually is a commercial pilot. He flies these in real life. And he let me take the controls of it one time. We were doing a flight. He let me jump in number 2 and ride with him. And he said he wanted to take the controls. And I'm like, absolutely. So that's what I got to do. It was a lot of fun. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It was such a cool plane. I will always have a soft spot for this plane because I just think it's just a badass little plane. It's a little rocket ship. For a single engine turboprop, it'll get going. Actually, I got the little, actually on my livery, it's got the little Swiss logo right there. Yeah, it's got the little Swiss logo. It's named after a famous mountain. I did not know that. Thank you for the little tidbit of information. I had no idea about that. We turn our strobes off. We don't need those on anymore. Switzerland is a country I would love to go visit one day. I'd love to go visit Europe and the Scandinavian area, Norway, Finland, all those countries, and up in that in that region of Europe. I've not done any real traveling outside the United States. I've been to Canada, but that was for like 3 hours, so I don't count it. But I do enjoy the Pilatus. I think it's a very cool airplane, and I actually saw the plane I got to fly in the other day, last year. I actually saw it fly over my head the other day, and I was coming home from work. I was like, "Yep, I remember you." Park over here at the Jet Center, and we'll park it down and maybe look at that replay. I want to see that landing rate seemed a little off to me. I thought it was a little bit better than that. Yeah, come on over, man. Visit. I live in the southeastern corner of the United States. I live in a state called South Carolina, a small town, or it's a decent-sized city called Charleston. It's on the coast. Really regarded as one of the. They say it's one of the best cities to visit. It's got its charm. Definitely has its charm. All right, let's log off of Vatsim real quick. Let me turn my transponder off. That's done. We'll disconnect. Let's end our flight on Project Fly. Completed flight. Done. Again, I don't believe that landing rate at all. I don't care what the hell that says. There's no way that was 365. No way. No way. Now, if I watch the replay, watch me be like, never mind, that did suck. All right, let's pause the sim real quick, and let's take a look at that replay. All right, where's the replay at? Whoa. I feel like I came in a little too fast. Look how hilly this runway is, though, man. Oh, that's a terrible float. Yeah, I guess that was a pretty steep little bounce at the end. I don't know if this runway is this hilly in real life. And of course, according to my scenery, it is, but I might have to see this if there's a freeware scenery for this airport. I mean, at least I landed on the center line for the most part. Today I flew Malta to Basel, or Basel, in Switzerland on Vatsim. I love Vatsim. I primarily always fly on Vatsim. It's one of my, I just love it. It's, okay, we can't see my plane. That's kind of weird. Yeah, if I'm flying, I'm typically always going to be on Vatsim. I really am. It's just one of the things I thoroughly enjoy. So initially I was going to land on this runway. I think my scenery has got this a little wrong. I may have to see if I can find a freeware and load that, because I don't think this is that hilly in real life. I honestly don't think it's that bad. I could be wrong. It may be really hilly. I don't know. That was a terrible float. I floated. Yeah, you gotta do better. Then I started like raising. Yeah, that was not one of the better landings. A decent landing, not one of the better ones I've had. But at least we're on the center line, and it's only a 3,000-foot runway, so we made it without any problems. That's always good. That was cool. That was cool. All right, let's and we'll shut it down. And with this reality pack, we can actually get out and do a walk around. How did your flight go, Chrome? How did it go? Did you have any ATC coverage or anything like that, or were you just kind of on the Unicom frequency? Actually, if I'm going to do the walk around, I guess oh, no, I don't want to do that. That's the wrong button. That's not what I was looking for. Where's the walk around again? That's pre-flight. I want post-flight. Pitot tube covered. Toggle the chocks. Toggle the cover. Other chock. Other pitot tube covered, and we're finished. And I should be able to open the door, right? I thought I could. Maintenance report. Everything looks good. Okay. Yep, I had Rome, Swiss radar, and Basel. I hope I'm saying that correct. Tower and ground. Awesome. I always love getting good ATC. The last flight I did last Friday. Did I have ATC? I'm trying to remember what my last flight was last week. I can't remember now. Let me find my logbook on Project Fly. What was my? Oh yeah. Indy to DFW. Yeah, I had. I didn't have a very good controller going in that day. He handed me off way too late. Way too late. And you know, it was just like I was 5 miles out, and I was like, "Hey, do I need to go to tower?" No, 4 miles out. I need to go to tower. I was already descending, and I was still doing 210 knots. I hadn't even got down my slope because he told me to maintain 210 until otherwise told. And I was just like, okay. So with the flight I had before that, the stream that I did before that, I did Indianapolis to Boston, and I had excellent ATC coverage. Boston Center does a phenomenal job with their tower, or with their center controllers, their tower controllers, their approach controllers, ground controllers. It's great. It's a great stream. Go back and check it out. I had a fantastic landing, and I was new scenery at that time. I got Boston. It was freeware. It was amazing. I loved it. So, you know, those are the kind of things that, you know, you really enjoy is landing. You're also a controller on AC. Awesome, dude. I've thought about getting into that. Hold on, let Let me bring up my window capture. I've thought about getting into that, but man, I don't know. I mean, if I did, I would probably do it. I would do it at one of my home airports near where I live. So we landed over here on the West Coast, and yeah, it's pretty spar tonight. There's not really any ATC, right? You're still gonna have your tower CPT. Awesome, dude. That's fantastic, dude. I would love to. I mean, where I live, this is the southeast corner of the United States. This is South Carolina, smack in the middle. That's where I live, and unfortunately, you can't see the mouse. But I'll zoom in on where I live. This is the city of Charleston. This peninsula you see right here, that's downtown. I live a little bit west of that, kind of over here, and these areas here in the middle. Actually, I recognize all these roads. So that's where I live. There's a guy who does approach up on the northern coast near Myrtle Beach. I thought about maybe trying to get my rating to do Charleston or like approach into Charleston, but I haven't really tried to think about that yet. I'm currently trying to get my private pilot's license. That's my goal for this year. It's not been working out so well with... I gotta fix this. Hold on a second. I gotta fix this. Sorry. I just want to get this kind of... There we go. That's better. But yeah, I thought about maybe getting into that and doing that eventually down the line, but we'll see. I mean, that's just kind of a far off goal. I have a couple of air traffic control sims on my computer that I have streamed before. One's called ATC Pro. Another one's called Tower 3D, which, it's a pretty cool... It's not like 100% accurate, but it's a decent... it's a decent sim. It's not, again, 100% accurate. And actually, my Twitch name is how I got it from that sim. So when you get a guy on the ground, a plane, because you do tower and ground in that sim. And so, I'll be like, Delta, they'll call in and be like, Delta 2215, ready for push and start. I'll be like, Delta 2215, pushback approved, expect runway 23. So that's how I came up with my Twitch name, is from that game. I've not played it in a long time. It's been quite a while, actually. I probably need to do that, stream that a few times here soon, because I haven't. I don't want to get tied in. I mean, mostly my streams are all flight sim based or aviation based, but I am open to doing other stuff. On Mondays, I do a racing league on iRacing, but typically my bread and butter is flight sims. So that's pretty much what I always do. Yeah. So, but yeah, dude. Good luck in the year, man. Good luck. Hopefully you do really well in that, and hopefully you pass it. I believe you have to do a test for that, don't you? Don't you have to actually do testing for that? Or you have they just monitor how you handle aircraft and how you handle traffic. I believe that's how all that works. That's really cool. That's really cool. Finn, don't you want to get in? Oh, sorry, you did Toronto to Honolulu in your 7.6. Did you actually Toronto to Honolulu? I just saw that comment. Toronto to Honolulu. How long did that take? You have theoretical and practical lessons and some tests. Gotcha. How long was that flight, Finn? Is that about 9 hours? 10 hours? No, is it not 10? Yeah, it's probably close. 10. I was going to say, it had to be close to 10. 10 and a half. I'm not opposed to doing a long haul, but I don't think I could do a stream of a 10-hour flight. I just don't think I could do it. One, I know I'm not going to be at that control the whole time. There's no way. So, nah, no way. No way. Well, it was fun. Yeah. Trying to think here. I think I'm going to probably log off now and spend some time with my girlfriend. Maybe do some reading. And, okay, as soon as I said that, she busted the door open and was like, oh, you darn right you're going to do that. Chrome launch. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, as always. New follows, old follows. Any followers I get, always greatly appreciated. But since the girlfriend has spoken, I think I need to listen to her. Are we getting another storm? Great. So that's storm number 3 going through here tonight. Awesome. So at the beginning of the stream, there was a really fat thunderstorm cell that rolled through here, and I actually had to turn around and make sure we weren't gonna lose. So it looked, let's just say, it looked really intense, and I was wondering if there was tornadic activity. There was no like warnings or anything, but you could not see 10 feet out my window, and there was hail. So I'm hoping my car did not just get crushed. It better not. I would be so pissed. But anyways, guys, I'm head on out of here. As always, thanks a lot for everything you guys do for me. You're the guys that help feed me, fuel me to do this, and the content and everything. Feel free to check out my Discord Chrome launch. There's a link to that. Finn, if you can throw a link up to that real quick. Feel free to check it out. It's a small community, but we're all really big into flight sims. You're scared? Yeah, I was scared of that thunder. No, I live in the south. I see thunderstorms all the time. Typically, they don't scare me, but this one was. It literally just out of nowhere, 5 miles from here was nothing, and the next thing you know, I look outside and it was like, holy hell, that's a wall of water and wind and hail. Holy shit! So it was crazy, but let me go ahead and get out of here, guys. I could sit here and talk to you all night, and eventually I can ramble and ramble and ramble, and I. Oh, Finn, my girlfriend says, and I quote, she is jealous of your weather right now, unquote. She's is it like 60-something degree? Finn lives in Seattle, Washington, which, that's actually one, not this summer, next summer. I think the following summer we're going to visit there, and if we're still hanging out and still chatting since then, I will definitely look you up when we go up there, but unfortunately it's going to be probably a couple years before we get to go there. But hopefully we'll still be around and still talking about Flight Sim and still hanging out. So 66 sunny and with clouds. 10 of 10 for the spelling again, Finn. 10 of 10 for the spelling. He's like, God, my spelling today. Today. Oh, Finn, I have this. My spelling today. I give up. I can't. Oh, babe, we can see your hair in the stream. You might want to get out. Okay, bye. I need you to sleep. All right, Grove, have a good evening. I know it's going to be pretty late for you. And, Finn, I'll catch you guys later. Switzerland is 0322. It is very late, sir. Time to hit the bed. One of my followers lives in Australia, and it is 11:23 in the morning over there. So, again, let me get out of here, guys. I'm going to ramble on and on and on. So, guys, y'all have a great night. And you head up flying. Safe travels. We'll catch you later.